Hi there. So today I wanted to talk to you about a woman by the name of Hazel Parcells. There's a wonderful book written about her work, and it's called Live Better Longer. All right, and it's the Parcells Center's 7-step plan for health and longevity. So I'm just going to read to you just a little bit from it to explain who she was exactly. So Dr. Parcells embarked on an extraordinary career of original research into kitchen chemistry, nature's remedies, and the underlying causes of the health problems of our time. She earned a doctorate in nutrition following a near-fatal bout of tuberculosis in her 40s and went on to collect advanced degrees in chiropractics, naturopathy, homeopathy, and comparative religions. Dr. Parcells set up the first school of nutrition in higher education and, through classes and consultations, improved the health and well-being of thousands. Okay, so there's lots of wonderful recommendations in this book, but one of the things that I wanted to enlighten you about are what she calls her healing baths. So the principle of these healing baths is that you make a bath with the water as hot as you can possibly stand, and the heating action draws the toxins out of your organs to the surface of the skin. And then as the water cools, because she requires you to stay in until that point, then as the water cools, it pulls those toxins into the bath water. So at no point do you want to be adding any other tap water into the bath, because that, she says, will change the chemistry of the bath. And this way you'll actually begin to remove all the toxins that will, that accumulate in our body as a result of this chemical world that we live in. She recommends doing these before bed. So she's got 4 of them that I'm going to just briefly explain to you. Now the first one is really great for removing low levels of environmental radiation that we're exposed to, for example, through things like EMF and X-rays. And so for this bath, what she recommends is you take a pound of rock salt or sea salt and a pound of baking soda, dissolve those in the water, and then at the same time you want to prepare for yourself a glass of water that's got a teaspoon of the rock salt or sea salt and a teaspoon of the baking soda dissolved into it. So the idea is that you drink that in the time that you're doing the bath. Okay, now her second bath, and this is a little unconventional, is she recommends you take Clorox bleach, and that's the regular brand Clorox name bleach, okay, and you put a cup of that into the water, and she says that the volume of water in the tub will completely dilute the bleach so that it's not in any way harmful to your skin. And then again, you get into the water and you stay there until it cools. And then after, she recommends that you don't shower for about 4 hours. And she says that this is really great for removing the pesticides from your system, from heavy metals, from removing things like aluminum and carbon monoxide that may collect in our system. Now her third bath is when you've been exposed to radioactive materials, such as, she suggests, the cobalt-60 that's used to irradiate food. So for this bath, she says to take 2 pounds of baking soda into the water, right? And then again, take a glass of water into which you've dissolved half a teaspoon of baking soda, and then you sip that. And again, for this one, once you're out, she suggests that you don't shower for 4 hours. Now the fourth and final bath, which I think may be the most useful one, and is, you could do a couple times a week, is what you do is in the bath water, again as hot as you can stand, you've added 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. You've prepared a glass of warm water with a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in which you sip alongside while you're doing the bath. And this one's really great for relieving mental, emotional stress. It's good for general muscle aches and pains. And then it's good for building up the acid mantle on your skin, and it can also really help with immunity. So if you feel like you're coming down with something, this can be a really great bath to do. So that's it. That's what I have to say about Hazel Parcells. And one of the things I think that would really recommend those baths is the fact that Hazel Parcells lived to be 106 years old, and she looked really great when she passed. So, and she's of course gone from us, from this world now, but you can easily pick up this book, Live Better Longer, on Amazon, I'm certain, and familiarize yourself with the Parcells Center's 7-step plan for health and longevity. Thank you.